Hello, welcome to the farm. This is AgriJoy Farms. This morning we are again on the farm, and I want you to see what we have got here. So this is exactly 45 days since we transplanted. So you can see it flowering, and then you can see it also putting some fruits. So at this stage, our tomato plants, they are flowering, and they are also putting on fruits. And this morning we have come to feed the crops, the plants, because you get what you give to the plants. If you feed them well, certainly you will get better fruits. So you see fruits are already there, but more so it's flowering. So you move inside. When you move inside the tomato plants as they are flowering like this, you don't need to be worried, because sometimes you may be thinking that if you move, the flower may fall or things like that may abort. Except you disturb them vigorously, it has no issue. Instead, when you move, brushing yourself on the plants, you help with pollination, so which will help to increase fruit, because as you move, you help to transfer pollen from one position to the other. So that will help with instead an increase in the fruits. But you can just move there gently, brush them gently, not really vigorously. So this morning we are applying fertilizer, and this is the second application of fertilizer. The first one was 20-10-10, 20-10-10 or DAP, diammonium phosphate. That one is to help it have roots and leaves. Potassium, then NPK 20-10-10 also helps it to the vegetation to have more leaves and also roots. But now at this stage we don't need leaves, because we already, as you can see, the tomato has enough leaves, so we don't need leaves here. So I will just show you the fertilizer we are using this morning and try to do some explanation so that you understand why we have changed from 20-10-10 to what we are now going to use this morning. All right, let me show you the fertilizer we are using. We are using NPK 6-15-28, and it also has other components like calcium oxide and magnesium oxide also. So let me just show you here. If you look, this one, the component for nitrogen is just 6%, the one for phosphate is 15%, and the potassium is up to 28%. And then we have calcium oxide, which is 6%, magnesium oxide is 4%. Now at this stage, when the plant is flowering, what you need more is potassium, because potassium helps with the quality of the fruit and also the size of the fruit. So you have good quality fruits, and then you also have better size of fruit. So that's why we now have a higher percentage of potassium, which is 28%. 20-10-10 had only 10% of potassium, but now it's 28%. So it's more of potassium, and that's what any fertilizer they are using at this stage that is flowering. You must look for the one that has a high percentage of potassium. It also has phosphorus 15%, which is good, because phosphorus also helps with the production of flowers and also the root system. So the root system has to be there to be able to absorb nutrients from the ground. And then now, very important, nitrogen has reduced to 6%. You know, from the beginning we had nitrogen 20%, 20-10-10. So nitrogen was 20% because we needed more leaves, so it had to help with the vegetative stage of the plants. But at this time now, we don't need leaves. We need but flowers, and we need the fruits. So calcium is also important. So you must look for a fertilizer that also has calcium, because calcium helps with the firmness of the tomato fruits, make it firm. People love tomato fruits that are firm, so it helps with the firmness of the fruit, and also prevent blossom end rot, damage to the tomatoes. So that's the work of that calcium. So this is what we are using, and it has the components that you see there. All right, let me go and show how they are doing the application. Okay, yesterday it rained, so we have the advantage that the soil is wet, because when you're applying this fertilizer, you need to, the soil needs to be wet, or you apply it immediately and then you water. But we also have the added advantage that we have our drip tapes that are supplying the water. So those are the drip tapes. You see water dripping from them. So while we apply the fertilizer, we have opened the water so that it can dissolve the fertilizer and the nutrients are available for the plant. If you just come and throw the fertilizer and you don't water, then the elements that are needed by the plant will certainly disappear. They will go into the air, and then you just have those binders or those solid particles without the necessary elements there. So you have to apply the fertilizer, you water. Then you also need to cover. Yeah, you don't just apply fertilizers. Our local farmers, they will just put it on top and leave it. But you have to apply it and cover. Okay, so one set of ladies, we are applying the fertilizer, while the next set they are covering. Very important that you apply and cover. You don't leave it to the air. Amina.
Why?
So our sisters are doing our sisters and daughters, they are doing the application.
This one chop. Cover so for that alone. I mean, I know we talk English. Hey, I better go there. Let me try and
I mean, I go Dutch class. You go wrong class. All right, God bless you. As usual at AgriJoy Farms, we want to inspire you to farm for the cash and for the fun. God bless you. Please remember to share the video so that we can have a community of farmers and we share ideas. God bless you.